They do a poll to the American people, and they say, Americans, do you think you are better off today than somebody in your situation, middle class, whatever you may be, was 40 years ago? Okay? Are you better off today than somebody in your circumstance would have been 40 years ago? What was the answer? What do you think?
Right. Yeah.
And what the answer was, and we got to deal with this one. This is big. But on average, most people said, I think the situation is worse today than it was 40 years ago. And that is what we got to deal with. So you can have all the technology in the world. Right. What the hell does it mean if your life is not improving? In fact, in many ways, getting worse.
But I do think that the issue with it being virtually impossible for one person to sustain the entire family these days, one worker, the father or the mother, whoever it is, to sustain the entire, that's a giant issue. I think the minimum wage in this country is ridiculous. I mean, to $7, what?
It's insane.
It's insane. How do you live off $7? Some guy was just did a TikTok video where he's like, they're trying to say that minimum wage $15 is too much. I think he had a sub that he bought for $25. So imagine that's your lunch. So imagine you have to work 3.5 hours just to pay for a sandwich. Imagine how insane that is.
It's insane.
That's insane. Like, how do you eat? How do you eat dinner? How do you eat lunch?
Joe,
how do you eat breakfast?
I have talked to people who make $10-12 an hour trying to raise a kid.
Jesus.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, the argument against that is, hey, these are entry-level jobs that are supposed to be for kids.
No, and that's factually incorrect.
To some degree, but if you have grown adults that are working those jobs, now it becomes disgusting.
That's right. We are trying to raise the minimum wage, federal minimum wage, to $17 an hour.
That's a reasonable amount of money. I mean, it's going to be real difficult to live off of $17 an hour.
But at least that's right.
But at least you get a sandwich in under 2 hours worth of work.